What's going on? I usually always start these live streams off where I have like ice water or tea next to me and I'm taking a sip of my water. I don't right now cuz I am running late. I think I'm actually starting on time for those of you that are taking the time to be here with me live. But I just wanted to say that normally I try to go live around this time of day or I go live at 7 p.m. Central, but tonight is the night before Halloween. And the night before Halloween, where we live, on Halloween night, there's like a neighborhood parade that, or not neighborhood, I guess, city or whatever you would call it, a parade in our city that happens every night. So tonight is trick or treating night, and then we're going to be having some people over, and I feel like 3 people turned into 5 people, turned into 7 people, turned into 10 people, turned into a lot of people. It's going to be coming, and I was out trying to help set things up. We were going to do like a fire pit in the driveway and all of that. So thank you, Michael, by saying right on time, Chris, because I am trying to get here like right on time, and I got here. And for those of you that might have just came across this video randomly on YouTube or somewhere else on the internet, today what I'm going to show you how to do, or attempt to show you how to do, is how to use AI to design book covers, not just for yourself, but book covers that you could actually make for other people and make a lot of money doing it. Because here's the thing. By the way, I'm in my home office right now. If you've never seen me before, my name's Chris Luck. I'm the creator of this called AIville. It is, well, not this computer monitor, but AIville. It is a community. It's the largest community on the internet for people like yourself and me that are learning how to use AI. And I just like to go live on YouTube, and I'm going to try to go live on other platforms because I have people asking if I could go live on Facebook. Could I go live on Twitch? Could I go live on LinkedIn? And I could. The software that I'm using right now is on a Mac, and it's called Ecamm Live. And I think I can broadcast to multiple places at one time. I don't know how to do it. I think I might have set it up just now to where I'm broadcasting on YouTube and I'm broadcasting on my personal Facebook page. I don't know if I set that up right. It was like down to the last 30 seconds. And then I think I configured things to where I think I'm on YouTube and on my Facebook. So we'll see. So for those of you that would prefer watching me on a different platform other than YouTube, I'm working on it. But what I like to do is I imagine you're in my office and you're sitting right here next to me, and we're learning how to use AI. And not just learning how to use AI, but we're in a world right now where if you don't know what a polymath is, I keep a book in front of me all the time called Learn Like a Polymath, and it's by incredible author Peter Hollins. And a polymath is somebody that is not a master of one skill, but it's kind of like a jack of all trades type of person. But when I say jack of all trades type of person, I'm talking Leonardo da Vinci, that was a painter. He was also an inventor. He was also a designer. He did a lot of different things. And then you've got people like Elon Musk that helped create PayPal, and then all of a sudden he has Tesla, and now he's sending rockets, to Mars. And it's just like, who are these people? And well, you can be one of these types of people and be a polymath, especially in the world of AI, because you have the ability to use AI tools to do so many different things. And I myself am learning how to use AI to be good at a lot of different things. And I figure I would do this YouTube channel to show people like yourself how to just be better at certain things. And if you want to kind of learn along with me, then you're here in my office, and then we're just kind of hanging out. And for those of you that are here live, if you can you say your name, and can you say where you're from? Because I would love to do a shout out to everyone that takes the time to be here live with me on these live streams, because I have a really big announcement to make before I actually get into showing you how to design book covers using AI, and then how people make money doing it. Because while I'm waiting for you to let me know your name and where you're from, I wish I had my water and my tea next to me right now, because I'm getting over a cold at the moment. So I feel very congested. My ears are plugged. Like, I don't have earplugs in, but Like, you know where it feels like you need to pop your ears, but you can't? That I feel like that right now. Like, I feel like I have, like, noise canceling headphones in, so I can't really hear myself. And anyway, so I'm here and I was I got this notification this morning when I woke up, from YouTube, and I it's kinda nerve-wracking when you get a notification from YouTube and you're like, "Oh god, what'd I do? Did I say something? Did my account get shut down?" Because I created this YouTube channel, like, 14 years and 9 months ago, I think around that, give or take a month or 2. And I started it 14 years and 9 months ago because I wanted to go on YouTube and teach people how to do things. And the reason I wanted to do that was because I've been building businesses and like teaching myself all these crazy skills for, well, since August of 1999. So over 26 years. So I've been in business online for myself for over 26 years. And about 14 years ago, I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and I want to teach people and show people like what it is that I do in like the day in the life of me. And then as I'm learning new skills, I want to teach new skills to people in a way that I'm learning because no one else, I feel like everyone on YouTube, they're very smoke and mirrors. They spend so much time pre-recording videos, they do these edits and everything looks perfect and I hate it. And that's why I've had a channel for 14 years and I never once have done anything with my YouTube channel until this year on my birthday. So I turned 44 August 1st and I thought, you know what? I'm going to finally do my YouTube channel. And because with AI, I'm learning so many crazy things with AI. And when I'm not working and I'm just like bouncing around town or hanging out and talking to softball dads and all of that, and I'm talking about just my life, I'm teaching and sharing so much about what I'm doing. I'm like, this is the best time ever for me to go live on YouTube. So I decided I was going to go live on my birthday. And then I started the day off by I went for a run in the woods. There's like a trail by my office and I went for a run in the woods. I had my hat backwards, I had my sunglasses on, and while I was running in the woods, a wasp flew in between my lens of my sunglasses and my face and got stuck buzzing back and forth, bouncing off my eyeball in my sunglasses lens and stung me right under my eye, and the right side of my face just swelled up on my birthday, the day I was going to go live on YouTube. So I was like I thought that was maybe an omen, like I shouldn't go live on YouTube like ever. Like that was, if there had to be a sign, that was a sign. But once the swelling went down, I'm like, you know what? I put it off long enough. I'm going to keep doing it. So I kept doing it. I kept doing it. I think I'm up to like 30 something videos on YouTube. But the thing is with what I'm doing is I'm only going live. So I'm not pre-recording videos. I'm not doing these YouTube shorts, doing like stupid stuff. You're not going to see me dancing. I'm pretty much always going to be sitting in my chair here in my office at home, showing you how to do really cool stuff. And right now it's AI because that's what I'm doing in my life. That's really cool. Fast forward 10 years from now, if I'm doing something else cool, like if I'm wearing my Apple Vision Pro and I'm doing some cool VR stuff, I'll show you what I'm doing then. But anyway, the reason I'm telling you all that, and well, first I want to give you all some time to give me a little check to let me know where you're all coming from. Because I want to give you all a shout out, because if it wasn't for you taking the time to be here with me live, I wouldn't be here right now, because I like to show up live so I have a live audience, and because I like to just hang out with all of you. So thank you, Birdie, by the way, for saying it's party time. Thank you, Wendy, for being here, and Queen. And Howard says you're good on YouTube. Harry says, does AIville cost money or is it free? AIville is free. You can join and get access to all the communities. But if you want access to my tools and all that kind of stuff, it is a monthly fee. And Vazio says AIville is the best. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the shout outs about AIville. Bruce is coming in from Fresno, California. We have Vazio coming in from Atlanta. We have Tanya Depew coming in from New Mexico. And by the way, when you see me looking at this, look at my face right now. Where I'm looking at the chat of all of you that are here live. So if you see me looking this way, if you're watching the recording of this and you're like, what's Chris looking at? This is what I'm looking at. Winnie Weber is coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. And then Murita California is where Birdie is at. Queen is Maryland. Glad to be here. Kathy coming in from Arizona. We have Cheryl from Texas. We have Martin, the Wizard, coming in from Georgia. We have Steve Gillette. What's up, Steve? I haven't seen you in a little bit. From Aurora, Colorado. What's up, Matt? Thank you so much for being here. And we have Don from St. Louis, which is very close to where I'm at. And we have Magnus coming all the way over from Sweden. So again, thank you all so much for Mo coming in from Morocco. And then we have Wayne coming in from Sydney. This is what I love about the internet, is because I'm in Southern Illinois. There is not a lot of people from where I'm at compared to where all you are at. So thank you for taking the time to be here with me live on YouTube. So let's just get to it. I want to share my screen, and I want to just first off show you what you're here to learn. But then I have a couple questions for you. Hang out with me to the end, because I have a couple questions about the direction of this YouTube channel, okay? Because here's the thing. Right now, if you look at this graph that I put together for you, now, I showed this graph the other day, and someone said, Chris, you messed up. Because where it says year 0, and then it says year 6, then year 4, then year 6, I understand. The second year should have been year 2. So it goes year 0, year 2, year 4, year 6, year 8. But I used AI to make this graph, and AI screwed up. It's not my fault. It's AI's fault. So anyway, why I'm showing you this is because we are 4 years into the world of AI, and we are here right now. And then you can see the adoption of the internet. We have already surpassed the trajectory of where the internet is headed and where the internet has been and where we're going. So we're about 28 years into the internet, and you can see where we are right now with AI. There's going to be so much stuff you're going to be learning with AI over the next just few years. I would say at least the next 10 years to 12 years is going to be monumental for what you can do with your personal life, what you could do with your business life. If you're in retirement or you're going to be going in retirement, what you can do with your second chapter in your life by using AI. And that's why I decided to do this YouTube channel, was to actually be here during this time and help be your friend and your guide. I'm never going to position myself as an expert or a guru or anything like that, because I'm not, because I'm just trying to learn this just as much as you are. So I just want to go live as I'm learning this and show you the stuff that I'm learning. And what's up, Brian Scott, coming in from Milwaukee. So the reason I wanted to start this live stream off by showing you my Facebook was because my Facebook I only use for personal stuff. I've always used for personal stuff, but lately I started putting some of my big wins in my business life on my Facebook page, because unfortunately, all my grandparents have passed. So my parents follow me on Facebook, and I wish I could see them more than I do. I try to see them at least once a week in person, but they keep up with me on Facebook, and I'm the only child. So it's just kind of like, I like to use every time I do a post on Facebook, I do a post on Facebook. So I'm imagining like my parents are the first to see it. So anyway, reason I say that is because I want to show you what I post about on Facebook is 3 hours ago, I said, this is going to be fun. And what I posted was, I got a message from YouTube and said, Chris Luck, you are now a YouTube partner. So I've actually have had this YouTube channel for 14 years and 9 months or so, but I've only really started like mid-August, and right now we're mid-October. So not even like, late October. So about 2 months, 2.5 months. And I've got about I've done 30 live streams on YouTube, and I've already been upgraded to a YouTube partner, which is cool because now YouTube is going to pay me money to go live and to talk about this stuff on YouTube, which, I mean, that to me, that's a really big win for me, because this is something I've been wanting to do for a very, 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 very long time. But I've never done it until now, because I've been terrified to do it, because I've got imposter syndrome, and I don't like to be on camera, but here I am on camera. So I'm really kind of facing just a lot of fears that I'm dealing with right now, like 44 years into my life. And so I just want to first dedicate this first part of this live stream to all of you for taking the time to be here and all of your support. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been upgraded to this YouTube partner thing, because nobody would have been here watching my videos. So thank you for taking the time to be here. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's get to actually talking about what we're going to be talking about, which is to design book covers and get paid $96,450. I actually think I need to update. I think I updated this. Hang on, let me refresh this. Yeah, I think it needs to be updated, but you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. All right, so thank you, Queen, by saying that you can do this, and Howard, I appreciate you saying that you were the AI guru. I appreciate that you think that I'm the AI guru, but I always want you all to look and imagine me as just being your friend that is just addicted to the world of AI, and I'm just sharing with you the stuff that I'm learning, because I don't ever want to feel like I'm someone that is, you got to listen to what I say because this is the way it goes. I just like to test and experiment with things, and I just like to imagine that my office down here is my like mad scientist laboratory, and we're all just hanging out and just having fun with AI. So, okay. So back to designing book covers for people that have just discovered me on YouTube for the first time, and they're watching the recording of this and they're like, what the hell did I come across? Now you know. So the book cover industry is booming. So there are AI designers out there that are making thousands of dollars designing book covers, and the book cover design market is growing very fast on Fiverr. New authors are releasing hundreds of books every single day, both on physical books, but then also Kindle, the KDP, and all that kind of stuff. And they need people like you to design their book covers for them. And there is a tool out there called Canva AI, and Canva AI will create pro level covers for you in seconds. There's no design background needed to start earning income. You can turn creative ideas into real, just repeatable cash flow. So some case studies on how much you can make with this. I pulled up a couple people here. So the first person here is called Stefan P. So here's his Fiverr profile, and he charges $80 for just one front cover design of a book. And this doesn't have to be an actual book that you imagine gets published at Barnes and Noble or whatever. This could be just like an ebook or a book that someone just wants to put on a Kindle. He has 507 reviews. So if you do the math on 507 reviews at $80 a pop, he's brought in over $40,560. But he's not the only one. There's another guy I found here on Fiverr. His name is M. Wakwas. So we're going to talk about these account names on Fiverr here in a minute. But anyway, I laugh at it because of what I'm going to share with you. And he's a top-rated designer, by the way, on Fiverr. He charges $50 for one front cover design for an ebook. He has 832 reviews, but now he has actually 833 on his live Fiverr profile, because I put my notes together on the left of your screen about 3 hours ago. So he's already got another review that just came in. But 832 reviews at $50 a pop. He's brought in $41,600 designing ebook covers. And pay attention for just a second on these covers. So look at these covers. So this is the guy that has made $40,000. This is the guy that has made also $40,000. So this guy's made $40,000. This guy's made $41,000. Pay attention to the quality of their covers, because I'm going to blow your mind here in a second. And then there's another guy. His name is Ans Ban. Hans Ban V. Sorry. Again, I'm just laughing at the name. Their name. This is their actual. I shouldn't be laughing at their actual names, but I have a better idea for you if you want to get into this world of business here in a minute. But anyway, he charges $150 for just one front cover design. He has 607 reviews. 607 reviews times $150. He has brought in over $91,050 designing book covers. Okay? So I don't know about you, but there are a lot of people out there that they go to school, they go to high school, and then they think about what they want to be when they grow up. And then they're just like, I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a lawyer, or I want to be this or that, or a teacher, or a insert engineer, or whatever. And then they go to college, and then they get in all this debt in college about what they want to actually be when they grow up. Then they get their job, and then they don't get the job they actually want. They have to work their way up the ladder to get to where they really want. And then, and only then, will they maybe get really close to like about the $100,000 a year price point, or the income level, right? You've got people here that are using AI to design a book cover in seconds, making $91,000. All right. Designing one cover for an ebook. And you can do this with AI. I'm sorry, but I mean, we do need doctors in the world. We do need lawyers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not bashing them, but I'm just saying you can make an incredible amount of money doing very simple stuff. And the reason why these people are getting paid so much is because there's a whole nother world. I call it like the underworld of the internet. There's a whole nother underworld of the internet where people are coming out of nowhere and they're becoming authors overnight because they're using AI to write their books, and they're becoming published authors and self-published authors. These authors might be really good at writing their books, or they pay someone to ghostwrite their books, but they don't have a clue about design. They don't know how to do the design for their book. So they hire you. They don't want to spend hours and hours and hours figuring out what AI tool is the best for book design. And then how do you figure out color palettes and branding and topography and all that, and understanding color psychology. They don't want to do all that. They will pay $150 and say, I need a book cover. Okay, thanks. And then that's it. So what I'm sharing with you is how you can get paid to do this kind of stuff. So Harry's like, what do we get paid for it and how? So what you're getting paid for is what I'm showing you right now. So you have Stefan here gets paid for people. He says, I will design a book cover that sells. You've got M. Wakas says, I will do a professional book cover, paperback, ebook, hardcover, and dust jacket. I'm sorry, but these people don't even speak very good English. And then you also have another person says, I will do unique professional book cover design and ebook cover. Okay. And they're making $91,000. So here's how you can get in the game if you want to do this. All right. So the best tool you can use right now is called Canva AI. I used to say Canva, but now I say Canva AI because Canva now has a whole AI division of Canva. You can access this by going to canva.com, canva.com. It has the ability to design covers in any genre or style, and you can have drag and drop layouts. You can get instant professional looks. You can make templates that are easy to match any book theme very quickly. You can replace stock images on templates with AI generated images. You can use smart resize to fit Kindle, print, and ebook formats, and anyone can create stunning art without a designer, and anyone can actually do this starting right now. So there's only, I'm sorry, but what you just saw up to this live stream to this point was the majority of the live stream, because the rest of this live stream, what you're about to see is going to be so stupidly simple. I don't even know how to drag it out to make it last more than 5 minutes. So what these people are getting paid $40,000 for, $41,000 for, $90,000 for, it's only like 3 steps. So I wish I could have made it longer to make this live stream longer, to just make it more entertaining and valuable for you. But honestly, there's only 3 steps. So I'm just going to show you the 3 steps, and then we'll play around with some of the steps, and then I'll answer questions for some of you that are here live. And I already see people are even making comments. Thanks, Wendy, by commenting and saying, I use Canva AI to do my banner on my podcast much better than I could have done. Yeah, Bertie, it's very amazing, very interesting. And we have Nami coming all the way in from Melbourne, Australia, and it's Friday. Do you celebrate, by the way, Halloween in Australia? Or is actually, this is something I just don't understand. Like, is Halloween only celebrated in the United States, or is it celebrated all over the world? That's the extent of how much I know about Halloween. But all right, so I just know we have a lot of people coming over in about 1 hour in my driveway for a Halloween party. So luckily we only have 3 steps to walk through right now. So the 3-step guide to design book covers is create an account over at canva.com, canva.com. Once you go there, so check. Once you go there, you want to search their templates for a book cover. So hang on. I got to cough for a second. Let me mute myself. Like I said, I'm very sick. I should probably blow my nose too because I feel very congested, but um, the live stream must go on. All right. So next, we need to search their templates for book covers. So what you do is when you're in Canva and you're logged in, you actually, this is what you're going to see. It's going to say discover our latest launches, and it's going to show you Canva can do so many things. It can do presentations, it can make Instagram posts, you can do posters. You saw Wendy in that's here in the chat said that she's used Canva to help her with her videos. Canva can do a lot of stuff. If any you need to do anything related to design, Canva is actually going to probably be the only tool you need. Harry says the Canva mobile app too. Yes, you can do this on the Canva mobile app too. Okay, so let's show you here for a second. You go to the templates and then you search book cover. All right, you remember, actually before I show you this, remember this guy? Ons Ban V, and he's made over $90,000 on Fiverr, and he's made way more than that, I guarantee, because I just took his basic gig for $150 and times that by how many people left him a review. But this guy's making an incredible amount of money. He has 10 orders in queue right now. He also has a job for $225 and a job for $270. So we just went off the basic job for $150 and he's killing it. But look at his book cover, okay? Look at this guy's book cover, okay? Look at this guy's book cover, okay? They're okay. On a 1 to 10 scale, I would say they're like a 7, maybe a 7.2. But if you go to Canva, we can just go to templates and type in book cover, and then check this out. You will have thousands and thousands of book covers that you can go through that are templates that you can they've already been designed. They've already got aesthetic and appeal to them. They've got the proper fonts. They've got the proper everything. They've got the proper layout for if you want to do a physical book or a Kindle book or an ebook. So what you would do is you would select the category and you would select the style that you want to use. So the category, you could just put in whatever category you want or just leave it to all categories. Style, you could say, maybe you want a modern book cover. You click on modern. It's going to show you like thousands of modern book covers. If you want a simple book cover, very simple looking book covers. If you want a illustrative book cover that are more like maybe children's books, you've got illustrative book covers. If you want something that's more floral, you've got floral book covers. Okay. So you can come in and now let's say this is what I just showed you is the extent of what I'm actually familiar with when it comes to designing book covers using AI right now. So here's the thing. If you're kind of new to my YouTube channel, thank you for being here. And I like to do 3 things on my YouTube channel. One, I like to talk to people that are here live. So because I like to see where you're all from, like how we did a roll call and I saw where you were all from early on. I like that because I like to see there's other people in the world that like to do the stuff that I like to do. And I'm not just sitting in my office, nerding out on this stuff. That's one thing I like to do on this channel. The second thing I like to do on this channel is I love to put together agendas and talk about, like, you would not believe what people are doing with AI right now. and then I pull in some case studies, and then I do my research, and I showed you some case studies, and then I put an agenda together. Like, here's what this thing is. Here's how people are making money with it, and here's how you can do it too. So I spent all day working on the agenda. And then the third thing that I like to do on my channel is I go through the agenda. Then I like to just have fun and just kind of like, as if I just gave you the keys to the blueprint to say, okay, go out there and have fun. Or I gave you, imagine like just look past the monitor, the screen you're on right now, and imagine, look out a window, wherever you're at, look out a window and imagine there's like a mountain in the distance. And the mountain in the distance is just full of gold. And I just gave you a pickaxe. Oh my God, I need to go on Amazon tonight and get a pickaxe. I'm totally going to buy a pickaxe on Amazon. I'm going to keep a pickaxe off to the side of me because I'm going to grab this pickaxe and say, I just showed you and gave you this pickaxe. Okay, so imagine I'm holding this pickaxe that I'll have next. I will have a pickaxe next week because I'll get it on Amazon. So here's this pickaxe. Now, let's see what this pickaxe can actually do. And then, so that's what that's kind of the third stage we're going to get into right now in this live stream is I'm going to show you what it can do. But we're going to play around with it. I don't know what it can do, but I know a lot of people use this pickaxe and have made a lot of money already. I just showed you the pickaxe. So now you have the ability to use it. So now let's just kind of play around with it. So that's kind of a brand new idea that I just came up with. I'm pretty proud of that one. That I don't get a lot of really good ideas. I feel like that was a good one. So, all right. So let's go ahead and play with this pickaxe. So let's say you all of a sudden want to start up on Fiverr, which by the way, if you ever do want to sell on Fiverr, you can just go to sellonfiverr.com and then it'll take you to where you can become a seller on Fiverr. And anyone can do this anywhere in the world. You can just create an account on Fiverr and then you just say, hey, I will design book covers, professional book covers for you. Yeah, I'm sure you can do a lot better than this guy that's making $90,000, this guy that's making $41,000, and this guy that's making $40,000. You look at what's already working and just do something a little better. There's actually a really cool book that I have called, I keep in front of me all the time, called Steal Like an Artist. And Steal Like an Artist is like some of the best artists in history have stolen from other artists and got ideas and inspiration on their brush strokes and the types of paint they used and all that kind of stuff. So Steal Like an Artist, take time. You should spend more time looking at what people are doing successfully in the industry you want to be in, and then just really analyze what they're doing, reverse engineering what they're doing, and then steal what they're doing like an artist in the sense that you do it better, not unethically. You would do it ethically. But anyway, let's go ahead and we got our pickaxe, right? So we're going to go ahead and play with it. So let's say you want to get into designing, I don't know. I wonder if this is where, I don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to kind of play around with it. So what if I type in fitness book cover? And there we go. So imagine you actually started a Fiverr gig and someone's paid you $150 and then they said, I need a fitness book cover. And you're like, I got you. Don't worry. What kind of fitness book cover you want? And then they might tell you. And then you can come here and then just scroll down and find a fitness book cover that actually might look interesting to them. And if you want, like, let's say this one right here, you would click on the book cover. Again, the design, the style, the dimensions, everything is already exactly what it needs to be. So then what you can do is you just play around with, this is what I love about Canva. You pick a template that already exists and then you tweak it. So I could say, instead of bodybuilding, I could say running in place at home. And then, by Chris Luck. And then move that guy down a little bit. And there we go. I've got my fitness book cover and I just made a new book called Running in Place at Home by Chris Luck. So the thing is when you start designing book covers, especially for people, they don't really know what they want. They're going to give you some ideas. They might say like, I want purple and pink, or I want red and black, or I want I want these words to be on this cover. Or if they're really good customers, they might actually give you suggestions based off of other book covers that exist out there. And then that'll help you even more because you could look at other book covers that they've given you pictures of, and you could just come in here and describe exactly what you want. So let's say you want to do a yoga. Someone contacted you and said, "Hey, I need a yoga book cover." So you come in here and type in yoga book cover. Canva will have hundreds of yoga book cover designs already for you. I don't even understand how they can do this so fast. And because they rolled this out just not too long ago, and you can already just come in and you've got all these book covers to pick from. And then every one of these is a template. Again, this is not Photoshop where you have to install an app and you have to install fonts and you have to figure out how to play with layers and all that kind of stuff. You just say, I like this one. And then it says yoga by, Olivia Wilson. I could just say yoga by Chris Luck. And there's my book cover, and then if I if I don't like this color, I click on the background color. I can make it blue, or I can make it, green because, you know, my last name's Luck. So I can make it, whatever color you want. And then if you want, you could even click on magic background, and then you could actually come up with design a custom background just for you based off the content of the page. And this is all AI. Is when you actually click on magic background, what's happening right now is when you see this little loading bar happening, this is AI actually coming up with a background that's way more intense than the background that was originally with the book cover. So you can get really crazy with this inside of Canva. But the thing is, and if you don't like anything, just keep hitting undo, and then you can just go back to where you started. But again, to get to this, what you would do is you would create, you would go back to your home screen on Canva. And then when you're on your home screen, this is where you would type in, insert whatever you're thinking of, followed by the word book cover. So you could do recipe book cover. And then you're going to, I'm searching my designs. I want to search templates. So recipe book cover. And then here are a ton of book covers we could go with recipe books. So Wendy said, when I write my book about my late daughter who had Down syndrome and passed away last year from Alzheimer's, which I'm very sorry to hear that, I'll upload another photo of her and have it changed to a line sketch of her. That would be a brilliant thing to do. Retired AI guy was saying, I wonder how much harder it would be to do fiction book covers, especially with constant characters. So with fiction book covers, let's try it out. Again, I've already showed you what the pickaxe looks like to actually go mine, your gold mine to make book covers. But I wonder if you just type in fiction, if it come, here we go. So they have fiction book covers already. So if you want a consistent character for a character you've already designed, or the person maybe has designed a character using Midjourney or something like that, you could actually take that character and bring it into a fictional book cover already. So you could take this one right here, and this character that's in the middle, you could just click on the Ask Canva button or Magic Background button and describe specifically and upload images of the character you want to actually be on here instead of the character that's actually on there. So you can definitely do consistent characters with fiction book covers if that's something you want to play with. Now, I will tell you, when I was evaluating all of the AI tools that I could have showed you, there's a lot of AI tools you can use right now to create book covers. And that is why that's why I've created this AIville.com, is because I wanted to build a community where everybody that is using AI every single day, that wants to talk to other people using AI every single day, I wanted a place for them to go. That's why I created that place. And there was a lot of talk. I noticed a lot of trends and people sharing stuff with book covers in AIville. So I'm like, you know what? I want to go on YouTube and do a live stream talking about book covers. And there was a bunch of tools I could have chosen. I could have chosen Leonardo AI. I could have chosen Midjourney. I could have chosen Google Gemini, Nano Banana. I could have there was a few different ones I looked at, and I played around with all of them, and I was trying to decide for you on this channel, on this live stream right now, what is the best tool for you to use. I didn't want to show all the tools. I just want to show the best, but also the easiest. Canva is the best tool and is the easiest tool if you want to do book covers. So that's why I showed you Canva. But if you want to explore, you can explore. I mean, just imagine, look out that window you looked out at earlier and you saw this big old mountain full of gold. And I just gave you a pickaxe and I said, here's the Canva AI pickaxe to go make book covers. Go. You can take that pickaxe and run with it. It's going to be the easiest and the fastest and the best pickaxe for you to use. But there are other pickaxes that you could go with. Like I said, Midjourney came in a close second. But let me pull up on my computer real quick. Man, I have not taken any medicine for the last 9 hours. I am so congested right now. I have to take some medicine here in a minute. So you could go to Canva, or I'm sorry, another pickaxe is you could go to like Midjourney and you could type in fiction book cover, and you will get ideas for book covers that are on Midjourney. But what you're going to get are more cinematic looking book covers like this, where you're the people that are paying you on Fiverr to make you a book cover for $150, to make them a book cover for $150. They don't want this. They need something they could literally download and then upload to Kindle to be the front cover of their book. This isn't going to cut it. So if you want more cinematic book covers, Midjourney will give you a lot of really good ideas. So for instance, I could type in, cartoon book cover, and you'll see, I mean, you just see a lot of kind of, I look at it as like kind of like nonsense. But if you go to Canva and you go to templates, and if I typed in cartoon book cover, you're going to see exactly what you want to see. If somebody says, I need a book cover for a superhero comic book, well, here we go. We could start with this. You have your template, and now you just start playing around with the designs and play around with the fonts and play around with, whatever it is that you want to play around with. And if you need help, you can always click the Ask Canva button and then tell Canva exactly what you want help with. And then Canva their AI assistant will help you. So that is, that's the easiest thing you could do with book covers, is actually using Canva. So the final verdict is that Canva now lets anyone create professional book covers really fast. Authors care about design quality. They don't care about software tools. So if this was you, if you were Ans Bon V offering book covers for people and you're charging $150, the person paying you $150 does not care what tool you're using. They just want a good book cover. So I just told you what the best tool was. Fiverr is going to be the best platform to sell Canva creations. The more you design, the faster your income is going to grow. If you wanted to actually take this serious, you could create a Fiverr account right now. Think about look at your competitors. You have a competitor named Ans Bon V. You have a competitor named M. Wakas. You have a competitor named Stefan P. What if your name on Fiverr was Amazing Book Covers? Like, that's the name. And then you position yourself to be like an agency where all we do is amazing book covers. And if someone's considering hiring Stefan, M. Wakas, or Ans Bon V, or amazing book covers, they might want to probably consider amazing book covers because you positioned yourself to only offer amazing book covers. So that's something to think about. And the more you design, the better you're going to get. And then now you can turn your creativity into a real profitable business. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you just randomly came across me on YouTube, the only thing I ask for is a couple things. One, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so already, because I don't know what my next live stream is going to be about. I will tell you what I will not do on YouTube. I will not pre-record videos and edit them and make things look super easy. And then when you go to try to do them yourself, you just fall flat on your face and wonder what you're doing wrong. That's what I used to do for like years, watching other people on YouTube that make things look super easy. And then I'm the one falling on my face. I'm like, yeah, there's more to this and that. So everything's going to be unedited. Everything's going to be live like it is now. I'm not going to do YouTube shorts. I'm not a fan of the short form content. My 13 and 15-year-old daughters love short form content. They love TikTok. I do not. That's not my genre. My genre is I'm going to spend all day putting together an outline like I did just now. And then I'm going to give you the golden pickaxe. I'm actually going to look that up I'm going to type in golden pickaxe. So then I'll have a golden pickaxe next to me. Sorry, it sucks going live when you're sick too. Can't edit that out. So I'm just going to be going live whenever I come across something really interesting inside of AIville. And then I'm going to talk about it. So if you like this kind of stuff, if you want to be a little entertained, maybe you enjoyed watching this because you like the entertainment. Maybe you enjoyed watching this because you wanted to learn something new. Maybe you enjoyed watching this because you want to see what other people are doing that's making money online. Whatever it might be, I'm your guy. So if you like this kind of stuff, just hit subscribe. If you like this video, you want to leave a comment. The more things you do on this video, the more signals that I get on my end that I'm doing a good job, and I'll do more of this for you, and I'll start showing up more often. So just taking a look at this in the live chat. Thank you so much, Birdie, by saying I love this. Thank you, Retired AI Guy, by saying I love your live streams. I'm with you, Wendy. Thank you. Queen says I really love this live stream. Thank you very much. Susan says this is a great session. Thank you, Susan. Like I said, I'm getting better. I went back and watched the first couple live streams that I did, and it was very hard to watch because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing the best I can. So I'm just going to keep showing up and keep trying to get better at what I do. The only way I'll get better is to do these live streams. For those of you that show up live, you give me constant feedback. You tell me what you like, what you don't like. Was I going too long? Do you not like that I was coughing and not muting my mic out? Like, I will get better at the more feedback that I get. So and thank you very much. And what's up, Chip Sandy? I haven't seen you here earlier today, so thanks for popping in. And thanks, Wendy, and thanks, Howard. Thank you for all of you. So I have about 40 minutes before I have a driveway full of friends and family and kids and everything. So I need to go drag out the fire pit. I got to light the fire. I need to make sure my wife she's right now up there with her mom setting up like the chili and candy, and we have tables and stuff. So I need to go out and make sure all the tables are all good to go. And I'm going to dress up as Michael Myers tonight. So, and hopefully scare kids because tonight's trick-or-treating night. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do tonight. Again, thank you all so much for being here. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.